This is going to be a very quick video, and I get a lot of questions in regards to bad behavior on the part of a narcissistic partner, or even just a partner that's just not treating you right. And the question I often get is, Jasmine, why do they do it? Why could anyone treat me as badly as this person is treating me right now? I don't get it. How can anyone with basic decency do this? This is so crazy. Can you explain this behavior? Why is it happening? I do everything I can for this person. Why is it happening? I'm going to go into something that I think is very important to hear, but just take it with a grain of salt, because I know every situation is different. But this is an underlying theme as to how I think this needs to play out in your life. If you have someone who's treating you badly, make sure you watch this video to the end, because I mean every word of it. If someone's treating you badly, it doesn't mean that you deserve it. I want to preface it with that. And I haphazardly sometimes say, like, oh, well, you know, it's them, not you. But in this case, it kind of has to do with you. So if someone's treating you badly, you are entertaining them to a certain extent. You're allowing that bad behavior to happen. Well, let me put it this way. When someone behaves badly and treats you in a way that you do not like, the way you get them to keep acting badly and behaving poorly is to continue to engage with them. What do I mean by that? Continuing to have conversation with them, continuing to argue back and forth with them, continuing to give them your time, your energy, resources, etc. By doing that, you're giving them a reaction. You're giving them that positive reinforcement. Even if you're acting upset, if you're, getting angry about their behavior, you're giving them your energy. You're giving your reaction to them, right? And as we do discuss on this channel, narcissists love to get any reaction they can from you, whether it be positive or negative, because that is giving them supply. Supply is pretty much the energy that a narcissist needs to keep going with their, toxic cycle of abuse, and feeling like they're powered to keep going in their own life, right? Attention is what narcissists are after. And when you keep giving your energy and you keep arguing and you keep kind of spinning yourself into a pretzel, trying to figure it out and figure them out, you're giving them that energy and that supply. And why, it's hard to say in this video without sounding condescending, but it's very true. Why would anyone, including a narcissist, stop doing anything that's bad behavior if they're continuing to get the response they want to get out of you? Let's ponder that just for a second. Why would anyone stop doing something if they feel like they're getting the reaction they want to get from it? Whether it be positive or negative, they're getting a reaction. So, with that being said, that will explain why they keep doing this, even though you don't like it, even though it pisses you off, stresses you out, because they're getting a reaction out of you. They're getting some sort of confirmation that their feelings are valid, that their actions are valid. And when they are doing these things to you, as much as it hurts, sometimes narcissists will even hurt you emotionally, even physically in some cases, to get that emotional reaction from you, to make themselves feel valid at your expense, right? Now, to remedy this, the simple psychological way you stop this and you start getting a reaction, or rather changed behavior from the narcissist or your partner in this case, who's behaving poorly, is to do the exact opposite. You want to take away your attention. You want to take away your time. You want to take every ounce of what you are giving them away. And I know that's scary. It's a scary thought process because it goes against everything that you are currently doing, more than likely. But when you do this, they have no positive reinforcement for their actions. They're getting no reaction by doing what they're doing. So by default, they are seeing that you're not reacting to their behavior. Their behavior is not conducive to you giving them a reaction anymore. So the logical next step for them will be to change their behavior in a way that they think will get a reaction out of you. And more often than not, the opposite of doing the wrong thing, doing what you don't want them to do, is doing the exact opposite and doing what you would hope and what you want ideally for them to do, right? And my whole goal with this thought process is you do not give an ounce, you don't give an inch until you start seeing the behavior, the actions from this individual that you want to see, that jives with what you are going to accept, right? You don't settle for less. Because when you do that, it's like, a kid in a candy store that's throwing a tantrum. When they're throwing a tantrum, the way you fix it is not giving the kid candy. You're just spoiling the kid and letting the kid know that they can keep throwing a tantrum every single time, and that's the way they're going to get the candy. And that's reinforcing a negative display of action. You're reinforcing those tantrums, and you're making it seem to the narcissist that what they're doing is acceptable, and that's the way for them to get what they want. You have to do the exact opposite. I'm using the example of the kid in the candy store. But when you see that kid having a tantrum in the candy store, and you know they want that candy, they want that reaction, right? You give no reaction. You are reinforcing essentially that this behavior is not going to be reinforced with any type of prize for this narcissist, which in this case is you getting all, worried, getting in a tizzy, freaking out on them, all of that. We don't do that because that reinforces the negative behavior that's causing you to do this, right? Instead, you have to show the exact opposite by being calm, relaxing, and just realizing that, I hate to say it, but they are throwing a tantrum to get a response from you. It's very immature behavior, to put it mildly, but that's how you have to look at these things. And I wanted to say this in a very, very mature way. I don't want it to sound condescending because I know sometimes videos like this can, but it's honestly that black and white. When you switch your behavior and you become the rock, the unmoving force that's not going to be manipulated or kind of put into this game of, reacting and bugging out and, flipping out and losing your composure. That's what the word I was going for, your composure. You are actually taking a lot more control in this situation than you think you are, than it feels like you are. So that's my tidbit. If you are being treated badly by these people, by a narcissist specifically, try this. Try to take back your control in the way I just outlined in this video. Be calm and do not reinforce negative behavior. And then, ask yourself down the line, why is it so bad? Why do they think they can keep doing this? Why do they keep doing this? Why? It's because you've let it go on maybe too long and you haven't caught yourself. So yeah, that's today's video. Hopefully you guys did find it helpful. Again, I'm not trying to sound too condescending, because I'm definitely not into victim blaming or anything like that, because if you are a victim of this, it's not okay and their behavior is not good. But this is a cool way of just kind of looking at it and flipping it on its head so you can kind of get this under control, because I know it seems like you have no other choice in some cases but to be like miserable and upset. So hopefully this did help you all out. Remember to thumb up the video if you do enjoy it. And also remember to subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it when you do. It really helps me out as a small channel on YouTube. And with that being said, be well, be safe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.